Santa's best-kept secret. A wise woman once said that Santa Claus has a very special secret, a trick that helps him deliver presents to all the children in the world in a single night. No one knows it except for a lucky few. Do you dare to discover it? It was hot, so she asked her mother to leave the window open. It had been an unusually warm spring, and she couldn't sleep. The next day, she was going on a field trip with her classmates to the archaeology museum. Her teacher had told them they would see a dinosaur skeleton, and she was very excited for the day to arrive. Her impatience wouldn't let her fall asleep. The night was quiet, and the only sound was the whisper of the wind slipping through the partially open window. As she breathed, she could feel the fresh air carrying the scent of spring flowers. But suddenly, a loud thump broke the silence. She looked toward the window. Someone had peeked inside but quickly hid upon seeing her. It couldn't be. Who would dare climb up to the window of a third-floor apartment?
It must be my imagination,
she thought, and went back to focusing on the thought of the dinosaur skeleton. Then, another thump at the window. She got out of bed and ran to look, but there was no one there. She went back to bed. This time, the noise had changed direction. Now it was coming from the closet. In one leap, she ran to it and flung the doors open. Inside the closet, a soft golden light glowed around a large man, as if he were wrapped in pure magic. His white beard shimmered, and when he saw her, a warm and mysterious smile appeared beneath his moustache. She couldn't believe what she was seeing. Do you know who it was? He was a big man, very big, with a sack full of gift boxes. At first, she thought it must be the boogeyman, the one her grandfather said would come for her if she misbehaved. But that large man, with a long white beard, seemed very familiar to her. She turned on the light in her room, and seeing him clearly, she recognized him. Do you already know who it was? And if I say, ho, 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 exactly, it was Santa Claus. But what was Santa doing in her closet in the middle of spring?
What are you doing here if it's not Christmas?
She asked, astonished.
I see you're a very observant girl. I'll tell you, but only if you promise to keep the secret, okay? I have a little trick. I couldn't visit every house in a single night if I didn't use a bit of magic. Throughout the year, I hide the gifts in secret. Then, with my special magic wand, I make them invisible, and they don't become visible again until Christmas night. And with the same magic, the gifts know to appear under the tree. This is the trick I use so that, on Christmas, all the children in the world receive their gifts.
Winking at her, he waved his magic wand, and he and the presents disappeared. She looked inside the closet. Nothing. There was nothing there except for one thing. Santa's sack. Empty.
You forgot your sack?
She said, in case Santa could still hear her. The sound of little bells let her know he had heard her. And the sack magically disappeared. But there, on the floor, was something that hadn't been there before. A golden bell. She picked it up and felt a special warmth as she held it. She knew it was proof that it had all been real, but of course it was a secret just for her. Now she knew Santa's secret, and it made her feel very special. Even though she was dying to tell someone, she knew a promise is a promise. And now you know Santa's trick too. Shh! It's a secret. Can you keep it until Christmas? And you know what they say? The story's done. The magic stays. Share a smile to brighten your days.
Ho, ho, ho! Wish you a Merry Christmas!